do you care about how another person feels? As long as you're not hurting someone else, your mental health is your first priority. And I think the Ten Commandments the Bible gave us, is basically about not inflicting pain, not causing harm to another. Otherwise, someone is not causing harm to another person. The person is good to go. It doesn't care what anybody thinks. Societal standards and all of that. Those things are just laid down rules so that things don't go out of hand. Okay. It's not like everybody must follow it, but don't cause your pain. Don't kill, don't steal, don't do something to someone else. Don't cause another human being pain, but protect your space. Leave all these rules. Leave these rules. I'm not saying you should not be sensible, no, but life is not a one size fits all. Yes. What works for one person might not work for you. So live life based on your own situation and work with it that way. But when it comes to mother-in-law drama, stay on your own.
So, but why? I'm still thinking, why would they? Is it intentional, or it's just their age, or are they jealous? I don't know what to say about it. Is it that you don't even want your son or your daughter to be happy in a marriage? Because I can't find out. Like, it's still disturbing.
It has to do with one's upbringing. Anybody that did not grow up with love. Share so much love.
That is big.
So if you were groomed with love, you'll be able to give out love. But if you were not groomed with love,
it's gonna be difficult.
You don't have so much to give. The best you can do is to give it to in short, some of them even give to only their first children, second, third, and they don't even take care of them. So you understand? So some people give birth with the whole mentality of, okay, the first one will grow, the second one will, anyone that comes becomes better. That is the mentality. So at the end of the day,
it all boils down to
it's
love.
Upbringing, love. They don't have enough love. The few mother-in-laws that you see doing well, there are people that have so much love to give out. A mother-in-law a woman that when you go to visit your friend, just imagine the casual friendship you're having with, maybe while growing up, and then the mother is already looking at you as you've come to eat all the food in the house.
Exactly.
How can that person be a good mother-in-law?
Exactly.
This is somebody's future mother-in-law.
Exactly.
When that person eventually has a daughter-in-law, if that person is not bringing so much, it's just the greed of humans. You're not bringing, as a daughter-in-law, you're not giving them what is beneficial to them. They don't regard you as well.
Some are even angry that in their mind, okay, this girl, or it affects the ladies the most, So they believe this lady has come to eat my son's money.
Yeah, another thing is mother-in-laws that do not experience their husband's love tend to rely on their children to give them that love, especially if they have sons.
You won't marry your pikin.
Now, so you've not experienced the love of a husband. You cannot stand seeing your son give it to another person.
Deep.
So they keep it. They hope to enjoy that thing they missed out from their husband from their sons. But if you
now look as if you're dragging,
But if you see women that enjoy their marriages, like they have husbands that took care of them, they don't have such drama. Those kind of women are women that come from toxic marriages. Women that had to endure a lot in the name of longevity in marriage, and then you feel like you come and see a husband, and you come into a family and say, these guys have been married for long. You don't know what she has had to deal with, and then you want to come and enjoy. Her husband did not cook for her. You want her son to cook for you. It's not possible. Her husband did not carry baby. She literally carried all their children, the 5 children they had, the 6 children they had, alone. And then you want her to stand watching you, watching her son do it for you.
They will always say she don't use
exactly, because they don't understand it. You've never been spoken that love language too.
I get it.
So they see that if you're using their son, you cannot know.
Not just they use on their. You don't use kaya mata.
And sometimes they're like, okay, this son too will enjoy the benefit of my husband. This is how a husband should be. So they train their sons to replicate the actions of the fathers, their father or their husbands.
Yes, sorry. But they don't even know that affects the marriage itself. Because if you give me love, if you give me peace, it will help me, love your son the more. Somehow, you may not see it that way. But the truth is somehow it affects the marriage. Somehow it affects. Not everybody is able to, be the strong pretend. How long are you going to pretend for?
Well, it depends on your definition of marriage. As far as they're concerned, that is what marriage is. A marriage is a place where a man is the king and the almighty Lord and Savior, and the woman has to be stepped on. That is what they experience. That's their definition of marriage. So when they see something that is different from that definition, it's no longer marriage, it's slavery.
Wahala.
You are using my son. No. And funny enough, those kind of women expect their daughters to be queens
In their home.
yeah, such an irony, But
My God.
I mean,
Well,
it's so funny. It's so
I'm
funny.
really grateful for you.
It's so
Thank you
funny.
for gracing, Mind Matters with JD. That's why we have, we talk about mental health all the time, because it's good. Because your mental health needs to function well.
A lot of women don't even understand what mental health is.
Please tell them, thank God I have you, because I've been saying it and it feels like they don't even understand. The other day I say when they say mental health, does not mean that you're a mad person. Some people, when they just say mental health, people think, maybe this one a madness,
You're going to a psychiatric hospital or something. But mental health, I feel like Nigerians, we don't even understand the importance of mental health. We have, emotional wounds are something that you cannot see. Physical wounds are easily treatable because you can, you can see them. But some people are wounded on their inside. They will never ever know. They just pass it from generation to generation. The trauma just goes deep and deep, and the circle goes like that and like that until you come and tell yourself, what is wrong with me? Where am I hurting? What could have been the problem growing up? As adults, there's families that you come from that you have to sit down and tell yourself, nothing is working for you. Something is wrong somewhere. You have to assess yourself deeply.
True.
On a deep level. So,
Sorry.
if you have...
Get us water. Sorry.
If you come from a family where you see some traces, you're not, there are ladies that will never get married because they have not seen a husband treat their father treat their mother well. Definition of marriage they saw was just crazy.
I get
Do you
it.
understand? To them, marriage does not make any sense, and they don't care about it. As they grow old, they'll desire stuff like that. But eventually, when they eventually get married, that circle comes back.
True.
The hidden wounds shows. It's obvious
True.
because you need your emotional health to
True.
cater to your family. But you know that you are wounded somewhere on your inside. You cannot cater to that family well again. You are either shouting on your kids, you understand, you are just unhappy.
I can imagine.
As a woman, if you come to that point where you feel like you're sad and you the sadness cannot stop, you just check. Forget about
Check
the
and
whole.
balance.
You need to check yourself. Make sure you are fine. Don't worry about what the world is saying. Don't worry about what Nigerians are saying. If you need, tell yourself the truth.
Because
That's
it's
where to
when you
start
are
from.
fine that you can make another person
Exactly.
fine.
Thank you. You cannot be hurting and you cannot produce anything out of hurt.
No.
You cannot produce anything
Because
out
it
of that
would
emotional.
literally control you.
Exactly. So
True.
tell yourself the truth. We deceive ourselves in this part of the world, especially as women. I know that this thing is not working. And instead of telling myself, where do I start from? Sit with that spouse and say, come, it's not working. What are we not getting right? The moment some people feel like the moment they admit that their marriage is over.
Communication
no,
is important.
Don't deceive yourself. You can lie to every other person. The day you start lying to yourself, what are you
Okpari,
looking for?
Yoruba say, Otan.
So analyze yourself, women out there. I'm not talking about, this is not just about the woman thing, even men. Women are even easy to, seek
It's
help
true.
and all, but we have men that they know they are hurting, they would
Never
admit
say.
it, they would
Now, why did they go collapse now?
So,
You get problem, you don't bring them, you not share them. Why?
mental health
Bro,
is-
why? Pride.
is priority.
Eh?
Women, I'm rooting for women because I am a woman. I understand what women
Don't
go
be
through.
biased.
I'm not being biased, but I feel like our environment does not favor a woman. You're in the workplace,
true.
you're expected to get pregnant, you're
True.
expected to nurture a child, you're expected to work, you're expected to work
No,
as a man.
women
There's
are a
something
lot.
called equity and equality. What we should be shouting and fighting for is equity. You get equity in the analyzing humans based on their strength.
True.
Their natural abilities, and then giving them responsibilities according to their strength.
Guys, you see why I love her. having her here, right? You see, well, almost. I mean, yes. I mean, we've run. It's finished. We will not take your time again. So do well to follow us across. I'll be tagging her just in case you want, because yeah, she's a motivational speaker too. So I would be tagging her, so you get to follow her and ask her questions and ask those questions. You know, share, like, tell a friend to tell a friend. Until next time, I remain your humble host, and of course, with my beautiful and gorgeous lady was saying bye bye.